Hello, Kasturians. In this video, we are going to discuss Chapter 3 of Geography, that is Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. As we have discussed in the previous video about forests and different types, in this video we are going to cover the following topics, that is grasslands, shrubs, desert vegetation, tundra vegetation, wildlife distribution in various continents, and conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. Let's start. Grasslands. Grasslands, their location and extent depends on total amount of rainfall and its seasonal distribution. The grasslands, they cover about half of the total area of world, and these grasslands, as the amount of rainfall decreases, the forest cover becomes less dense and the grasses, they are found to be grown between the scattered trees. The grasslands are broadly classified as tropical grasslands and temperate grasslands. The tropical grasslands, they are the ones which receive rainfall between 50 centimeters to 130 centimeters. So they have both rainy as well as dry days. As a result of this, they are warm all year around. These grasslands are found between equatorial forests and tropical deserts. They receive moderate rainfall during the summer season, and a distinct dry season is also there. Therefore, tall grasses, they grow in such areas. These tropical grasslands are also called savannas, and they contain shrubs and small trees which are dry in nature. These grasslands, they contain quite short plants, and that's why these are considered to be an excellent hunting ground. For example, the African savannas, it is one of the such excellent hunting ground. In conclusion, we can say that tropical grassland is a home for basically the elephants, giraffes, lions, cheetahs, zebras, and other spectacular species. Now we have the temperate grasslands. The temperate grasslands are found between 30 degree to 55 degrees latitude in both north hemisphere as well as southern hemisphere. These are actually treeless grasslands. These temperate grasslands, they receive rainfall from the range between 25 centimeters and 75 centimeters, and the climatic conditions in these temperate grasslands make it both dormant and growing. These grasslands, they experience and or you can say they suffer extreme climatic conditions. In the cold season, the temperature reaches up to 0 degree Fahrenheit, while in the summer season it reaches up to 90 degrees in some areas. The precipitation, that is rainfall, in these grasslands is mostly in the form of dew and snow. Therefore, the vegetation that grows here include cacti, sagebrush, perennial grasses, buffalo grass clovers, and wild indigos, etc. Now we have the shrubs. The shrubs, they grow in areas that experience very high and low temperatures along with scanty rainfall. These shrubs, they are found in either in hot deserts or in cold regions like the tundra. Okay, now we have the desert vegetation. The desert vegetation, it is actually found in the western part of tropical and subtropical regions that have very high temperatures and very low rainfall. The vegetation includes thorns, wax coated leaves, thick and spongy stems, and long roots. Also, when we talk about the main vegetation, cactus, thorny bushes and coarse grasses are found growing in these areas because of the very high temperature and very low rainfall experienced by the desert vegetation. Now we have the tundra vegetation. The tundra vegetation is found in high latitudes of the northern hemisphere, especially in Eurasia and North America, along with the high altitudes of mountains. During the short summer season, when the snow melts, these grounds, they get covered with mosses, lichen and short grasses, and these are called meadows. Now we will see the distribution of wildlife in different continents. See, wildlife and its existence, it is essential to maintain the environmental balance. It is a very significant part or very important and integral part of the ecosystem. How many different kinds of animals are there? This number is still exactly not known, but over a millions of species they have been discovered. The greatest variety of wildlife is found in the equatorial forests. In Africa, like when we talk about Africa, it is very rich in wildlife. Animals like elephants, hippos, pythons, crocodiles, gorillas, apes and chimpanzees are found in the equatorial forests of Africa, whereas the grass-eating animals like deer, giraffes, zebra, stags and elephants are found in the savanna grasslands of the African continent. Apart from these, flesh eaters like lions, tigers and leopards, they are found in very large numbers in Africa. In North America, since this region experiences very cold climatic condition, therefore most of the animals in this region, they have very thick fur. The main animals found in the North American continent are the reindeer, Arctic foxes, musk, oxen, blue foxes and polar bears. Whereas apart from these, mosses, bisons, hedgehogs and beavers are found in other parts of the North American continent. Now we have the wildlife in South America. In South America, the diverse wildlife, this region, this continent has a very rich and diverse wildlife, mostly includes the flightless birds like ostrich and rhea and condor. In fact, condor is the is one of the largest bird of prey in the world. Apart from these, anteaters and armadillos are found. The llamas, they are found in the Andes mountains, whereas anacondas, they are found in the marshlands. Other animals found in this South American continent include monkeys, puma, jaguar, alligators. When we talk about Australia, it's the only continent which is a country also. In Australia, many unique animals are found. Most of the animals, around half of the animals found in Australia or living in Australia, they are marsupials. That is, they carry their babies in a pouch which is present in their body. The main marsupials include the kangaroos and koalas, and these are found only in Australia. Apart from this, we have the duck-billed platypuses, emu, lyrebirds and kingfishers, which is also known as kookaburras. These are found in Australia. In Europe, when we talk about Europe, the wildlife is very limited as the forest cover has been cleared. The main animal species found in Europe are the polar bears, wolves, the wild boars, wild sheep, antelopes. Apart from this, we have deer, red squirrel and stork. Now we will discuss some of the species of animals which are found in Asian continent. See, Asia has very varied wildlife. In Asia, the different types of animals which are found include cobra, mandarin, duck, panda, tiger and water buffalo. The polar bears, musk oxen and arctic foxes, they are found in the taiga and tundra regions. Then we have Antarctica. See, Antarctica has plenty of life at places where the water and land meet. Penguins are the natives of Antarctica, and along with penguins it is the snow petrel and several types of seals and albatrosses. But these seals and albatrosses, they are found in the coastal areas, especially during the summer season. Right? Next we have the wildlife conservation and natural vegetation, how we can conserve the natural vegetation and wildlife. See, natural vegetation is getting disturbed and destroyed, or in fact deteriorated, as a result of some natural as well as human activities. Human activities like deforestation, construction activities, these are all responsible for the depletion or decline of the natural vegetation cover. Apart from these, the forest fires, tsunami and the landslides, these are other factors which are actually causing the extinction of forests and wildlife resources. Also, poaching, that is illegal killing of animal, it is considered to be an danger and is held to be responsible for extinction of valuable wildlife. For conservation of wildlife and the natural vegetation, the government has made national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserves to provide protection to the natural vegetation as well as wildlife. Many awareness programs like social forestry, and Van Mahotsava, they are also encouraged and celebrated and propagated to conserve the wildlife and forests. The government has made very strict laws, and these laws have been passed and imposed to make poaching, that is illegal hunting of animals. So the many laws, in fact many strict laws, they have been made to make poaching an illegal and punishable offense. The killing of lions, tigers, deer, it have been banned in India. An international convention, that is an international body that stands for the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Flora and Fauna. I repeat, it stands for Convention on International Trade, and that is especially in case of endangered species of wild fauna and flora. About 5,000 animal species and 28,000 plant species are being protected under the CITES. That's all we have in this video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe, stay healthy along with your family members. That's all from my side. The chapter is concluded.